they're cheating the system massively. Massively cheating the system to get these people in. Just listen to this.
So we teach them how to like literally, sometimes it's like as simple as this, and then how to tell their story, like how to frame it, how to literally explain it, and how to just like keep their private emotions and their private trauma private, because all of this acting is a shield.
Like you have to coach people on like physicality.
Yeah, I see it like I tell them that this is acting. All of this is acting. It's all acting as though this is theater. So for them to get through, they must act their part in the theater. And that is the refugee and trauma, because these Yazo officers are so fucking stupid that all they know is what is written on a paper. Yazo says this is refugee and trauma. They have these characteristics. So we coach people how to have these characteristics.
So they're admitting that they're teaching them to act.
Yeah. She literally keeps talking about these refugees as actors, as a theatre production.
So the government have created a process to try and find real refugees amongst tons of people that are trying to illegally migrate to Europe, and they're making it into a theatre class so everyone gets in.
Yeah, essentially.
Even if they're not a genuine
essentially, they've worked out what the interviewers are looking for, and they're teaching people how to do that, how to be that.
That is incredible.
Let me find you this other one, actually.
So, like, there's a formula we came up with, which is ironic because I suck at formulas, but it's like significant events, date, and location. So the way you answer all these questions is the same way. In December 2017 in Izmir, Turkey, I was threatened for being a Christian because my boss and his friends jumped me when I was leaving my church. This is the Bible they tried to tear up. This is the crucifix I was wearing that they tried to tear. And it made me feel unsafe as a Christian in Turkey. But boom. And that way you have the event, the date, and the location. So you've given them a very specific answer, and you've kept it to be a tight, short answer as well, rather than rambling about.
Well, they're much more likely to believe it.
Exactly right. Yeah, and it's much harder to refute because exactly because you have all the elements in there. Like our narrative timeline format, like has like a fill in the blank section at this point, and then we have like 2 examples for the home country being like significant date and location. And then ditto for Turkey, and then ditto for any other country to live in. So consistency is the most important thing. Even if you find yourself in a position where you have to lie because you suddenly remember something else, that's just to stay with what you have said.
So they've got experts that have made a list of refugees will act like this. They'll have these things that they'll say. They know what actual persecution happens under these governments. And these legal advocates are teaching people the words to say.
She's been very explicit with me. They have literally lists of words. So if you're vague, if you're uncertain, any of that stuff, those are buzzwords that if the interviewer writes those down, you don't get your asylum. But on the other hand, there are certain words that if the interviewer writes down, certain characteristics, literally emotion, if you're emotional, then they will wave you through.
And they put in the decision whether or not you would act with emotion. So you have to be like, or crying, or stopping, or throwing up, or asking for a break. So it's becoming an actor.
You have to tell people to ask to take breaks.
Oh, we do. We actually do role playing. And so like we prepare for the folder. So like the first role playing activity we do is like us being them, and they're the officer. And then we flip around after they've had some practice to see how should I walk into the office, how should I introduce myself, how should I give them the folder, and then how do I sit down, and then when do I stand up, when do I show them how to pray.
Why would you need to show them how to pray?
Well, because it's a good way to show honesty. It's done in other places too, like not good places, to see if you're truly what you say you are. You can't show how you pray.
Like if you're actually Christian. Oh, so if you're saying you're like fleeing persecution,
then you should probably know how to be, praying that way. They also ask like, what's your favorite holiday? So like some people just say like Christmas, but like we explain, you can't just say this because this is not a sufficient answer. You have to say. And you have to say it in a certain way, just like December 25th, which is Christmas, which is the birthday of our Lord and Savior.
So the leader was like properly involved with smugglers?
Of course they were. I mean, we all are to some degree.